This is the time when you show them what you're really, really made of, Gemini. Really what you're made of. Because ultimately there's a lot of shit being wheeled against you. There really is. And there's a lot of deceptive crap going around. There's some sort of change in popularity of the crowd, like definitely like the crowd that you run in doesn't see you the same way as they used to see you. Some shit going around, some talk going around. It's almost like just a sense of a big mentality change, but it's deceptive. It's coming from somewhere that is not sincere. And it's based on something that is not real. It's not sincere. But ultimately, it's what everybody's believing. Yeah. It's what the general public is believing. You know, and it may be messing around with you, and it's definitely influencing you or impacting you, right? But ultimately, there's just a sense of distrust. You know where there's not a sense of distrust? Your family. Your family and your friends have got your back. And there is a sense of looking at this situation right now and realizing this is what it is. It's not about fighting it, but it's also not about assimilating into it or giving in. Definitely stand your ground, but stand your ground on a smaller case, or let your family and friends stand your ground for you. Because there are plenty of people who are on your side are going to rally around you. It's almost like at this point, there can't be anything else. Because if you stand up for yourself, they're just going to cast you down as in like, no. We already know that we can't trust you. So Gemini, it's like, even though right now your life may be crappy, there may be something really brilliant and wonderful going on with your friends and family. It's like even though you feel kind of shitty, there's still joy and happiness and abundance around you. And it's through the sun shining on them that you're even still like, I don't know, that people are even still in some way tolerating you. There's this edge against you right now that is, I'm just going to say, it's spectacularly fucked up. And I don't know what it is, except that, you know, the North Node slid into Gemini, and I don't think you've recovered or will recover for 2.5 years. Listen, it was pretty shitty to be a Cancer when the North Node was in Cancer too. There's a sense of us leading the way forward, but nobody wants to be led the way forward. Nobody wants to listen to people who are the first ones. They want to ridicule. They want to throw shit at you. They want to say that you're wrong, or, you know, because they're comfortable. That's why, dude. Nobody wants real, true passion or creativity. They just want the same old, same old. This is Taurus energy. But it came out in reverse. And this was the full moon in Taurus. Something happened the full moon in Taurus that really fucked things up for you. Full moon in Taurus happened on Halloween, on the 30th. It really messed things up for you, and something to do with your creativity or the interesting, unique way that you see the world. It kind of like flipped it on end or on side. It like kind of like ripped up some part of like your creativity or your uniqueness in some way. But this is what I'm going to say to you. Keep seeing that same beauty in the world. Keep seeing that same potential, because it's your visionary. You're like visionaries are never accepted. You have to accept that. Like, that's just the truth. And then that's pretty much why everybody's kind of like going against you. 100%. This is like a complete change in the way the public feels about you. But it's because they're deluded. Because there's confusion here and deception. Maybe intentional deception against you. But not necessarily against you. And this is the sad part. Because it's become personal. But it's almost like you've become the figurehead for... It's like you become the scapegoat. It's because you speak out. It's because you speak up. It's because you say something when nobody else will say something. That's why. You know, you think an idea and you trust the idea. You don't stop to think, will other people like this? You just assume that they will because it fascinates you. And I'm sure that it's fascinating, right? it's just really interesting. I have to say this. It's really interesting how people end up treating the popular kid when the popular kid is down. And yes, in this metaphor, you're the popular kid. It's like, oh, everybody pretends to like you. Everybody pretends to love you. Everybody pretends to sweat you. Everybody pretends to cheer for you. But then when you're down, everybody gathers around to kick you. It's like you can't help but draw attention, whether it's good or bad. And the good is really, really good, and the bad is really, really bad. But you know where the truth is? Your friends and family. And this is definitely the time for you to hold your head up the absolute highest with dignity and grace, because every step that you take with dignity and grace shows the people who hated on you and took a swing at you when you were down, it shows them that they were wrong. It's almost like this down period for you is bait. Yeah. It's almost like it's bait to show the true colors of people who are pretending to be so good and high and mighty. It's bait for them, but you're the bait. Unfortunately, because you're the attractive one, right? You're the one that gets all the attention. So you're the one that's kind of like being set up as bait. You're sort of like the sacrificial lamb in some ways. Everybody wants you. Everybody wants you. They really want you, but they're being held back by the crowd because it's unpopular. Because of like the crowd or crowd mentality. The herd mentality. It's crazy. It's actually psychotic. Yeah, it's like we fight so much for independence, but then we give away our identity to fit in with the crowd and what the crowd thinks, just so that because we're cowards and we have to not say what we really feel. Everybody really, they want you. This person wants you, but they're being held back by all the pieces of shit. No, you can't really want this person. You can't want this person. You can't. It's unacceptable to want this person now. But that's a bunch of bullshit. Your friends have got your back. This card shows up when your friends are like, it's like if you can't stick up for yourself, they're going to come out and they're going to start speaking up for you. They're like, we're not even going to let Gemini say anything. We're going to say something because this is absolute bullshit. And the people who really support you, like sincerely support you, are going to sincerely come to your defense now. Please let that happen. Because anytime you come to your own self-defense, it's going to just be misconstrued as Gemini trying to, it's just going to add into the deceptive bullshit that everybody's already talking about. They're going to find a way to twist it and make it into something horrendous. And so that's why you literally have to like kind of step to the back and let your friends and family step to the front and be like, let me tell you about your shit right now, because your shit right now is affecting somebody that I love. And it's not just because I love them, it's because I know them. And I know the shit that you're talking is bullshit. And it's intentional. It's also that you can steal attention that you don't really fucking deserve. This is a happy home life. So what you should be focusing on right now, Gemini, is what really matters, which is your community, your home, your family. Focus on that and focus on them. Focus on the sun shining on them. Be happy for them. Be happy that they're so happy. Focus like soak up the rays of their sunshine. Just be happy because they're happy. This is be loyal to those people that you love. Having absolute support from your friends and your inner circle. Like 100% loyalty. Look at the moment. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the things that are right in front of you here and now. Right? You're not running away. You're not running away. You're doing what you got to do today, which is focusing on today. All this gloom, stand up to it. Be the light in the gloom. Be the light in the dark. Make a wish. And share it with somebody that you love. It's not that it won't come true. Like, let them know what you really want. Because you definitely have people who have your back. Definitely. Definitely. Find a place to speak your mind, to speak your truth. Definitely. I'm telling you. What you need to focus on right now is just to focus on the joy of somebody else. Allowing somebody else to feel joy and happiness and abundance, and let the sun shine on them. Go ahead acting as you with your head held high. Because there is definitely something kind of a seedy. And I think most of it is just this, I feel like it's this mob mentality. It's this like false sense. It's like people wouldn't know what is amazing or beautiful if it fucking like reached out and grabbed them. It's like this clodhopper mindset of stubbornness and like mediocrity. They would not be, they just don't have the ability to visualize or be visionary. That's what I'm saying. Let's get into your spirit guide messages. Gemini, 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 Gemini. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Guys, I apologize. See the light in the dark. See the treasure in the trash heap. Be here right now. You keep getting this repeated energy. So this is Libra energy. And it's all about beauty and grace. And being beautiful and graceful. And being light as air. And you're an air sign. Like, listen, haters gonna hate, but you're still gorgeous. They still can't take their eyes off of you. They can't. They're never going to be able to stop because you're fucking fascinating. They don't know how you do what you do. You're just exceptional at what you do, and nobody's ever going to be able to figure it out. So you're always going to be a point of interest for people, even if they're too cowardly to admit that you are. I guess ultimately, Gemini, there's no way that somebody as popular as you could ever stay unpopular for long. Because you draw people to you. Yes, I don't know. Listen, in all reality, you could have pissed off a lot of people. And in doing so, isolated yourself. But it's because like other people would do it and nobody would even notice. You do it and everybody notices. It's because of your it's because everybody's always all eyes on you. Let spirit be your guide. So I'm just going to like take this for face value. Get spiritual. Pray. Be with your spirit guides. Go walk and talk to the earth. Go hiking and talk to the earth. Really. Be in this present moment. This is about, spirit is communicating with you. See in front of you. See right now. Like, when this card comes up, you're getting a lot of signs that are in your life. You're seeing a lot of signs. And you're also seeing in the distance to a point where nobody else can see it and people feel intimidated. This is also Gemini energy. Watch your words. Be very careful now what you say because people are going to twist those words no matter what you say. You could say hello and they're going to say, Gemini said hell. Do you see how rude they are? Hell? And what do they mean by, oh, was that sexual? Like that's literally what's going to fucking happen right now. Because you don't want to fit in and be a parrot. Right? It's like, you better say what I want you to say. No. I don't want to say what you want me to say. They're going to, this is you having to watch what you say because people are going to twist them. Life is a mystery. You don't get it. And the outcome is really unclear. There's still a lot going on behind the surface that hasn't been revealed to you. but it's not about you. It's not your job to reveal it. You're just the finest. Kisses. That's my dog. I was banging. You're just the finest example of it. There's just a lot of mechanisms still going on behind the surface. Clear out the clutter. Excellent. What did I say? This way is when you see who's real and who's not. Who's got you and who doesn't. Right? That's, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. That's the blessing. Hold on. That's the blessing in this moment for you right now. Is it shows you who's garbage and who's not. Right? Who's really got your back, who really cares about you, and who doesn't. So this is a time for you to do a major cleansing. And I don't just necessarily mean just absolute like individuals. It's like yeah, like it's not just about the individuals. It's about what's working for you and what doesn't. Industries, jobs, offices. It's time for you to take out the garbage based on how people treat you when you're down. Nothing is wasted. There is a treasure in this trash heap. There is absolutely something good that's going to come from this. And ultimately, it has to do with Aquarian energy. When things shift into Aquarius, shit's going to change for you, Gemini. Because ultimately then there is a higher awareness, an awareness of everybody, an awareness of community, and a need to change, a general universal innovation or mind opening or broadening and expansion, right? So there's just this sense of like, you could have to wait, right? Aquarius season doesn't happen again until February of next year. However, there's some major shifts with Saturn and Jupiter that's coming up in December when they both shift into Aquarius. And shit will change. Mindset, mentality will change. That's in the future though. It's acknowledging that's in the future. Taurus energy, a lot of abundance, being selected, being chosen, being gilded, being coronated. Magic works through you. This is Cancer energy. This is almost like divinity working through you somehow. It's almost like you somehow being, I said the sacrificial lamb, right? Like led to the slaughter. That's why everybody's worshiping you. Because you're the one that's going to the slaughter for their benefit. It's like all of a sudden you don't realize why people have turned on you and turned around and suddenly like made somebody else like this great person that they're not. Freedom is yours. There's a release actually right now. What you're going to get back is your freedom again. Freedom is something you value. It's one of your concretes, right? It's freedom is something you value above most things. So this is also Aquarius energy. Being liberated. Maybe even being exonerated in some way. The abundant universe will provide. And it's come out in reverse. This is Taurus energy. In reverse. It's not necessarily, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have bad luck. But honestly, it feels like everything is against you. It feels like the world sort of turned upside down and that all the abundance that you had in your life is now being stripped. It's almost like in some ways your very own personal book of Job. But they're going to see. They're going to see. It's like things are going to change when it's obvious that all the traditional bits and pieces are fucked up. Think on your feet. Just improvise. This is Sagittarius energy. Throughout Sagittarius season, just improvise. This is also being able to adapt to new situations and rolling with the punches. This is also expansive. Think broader, think bigger, think global, because it really does have to do with more than just what's right in front of you. It has to do with something larger, larger than yourself, larger than your family, larger than your friends, bigger scale, international. Oh, wow. This is deception or delusion because it's in reverse, right? This is being stuck, not really being open, or sort of, this is a sort of a stuck, fixed mindset. Claim your independence. Like not being able to move around or being restricted because of a stuck, fixed mindset. This is Aries energy in reverse because, you know, Mars is in reverse too. Mars is in retrograde. Uranus, I think, is still in retrograde. In Taurus, which is a big issue for people actually allowing their mind to expand. It's just a conflict. You're going to have to roll with the punches and bring your sense of humor with you. Let's go to tarot. We're going to do a deep dive. But before you do, please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. Like this video. Share this video. Come and join me every single morning. Well, Monday through Friday morning on Instagram. My handle is born_without_boundaries. So you can join me for my daily videos over there. And also to hop on over to Vimeo because that's where the extendeds are and a shit ton of content that's Gemini specific are. It's also where I upload my astrological forecasts, which are free. So you can subscribe over there and get them as bam, as soon as they come out. I do a preview on Instagram as well. Thank you so much for always watching and being so supportive of the channel. Your videos come out every single Thursday. So every single Thursday, you can look forward to a new, brand new, fresh Gemini-specific material. Let's get into the angel messages. We did the spirit guide messages. Let's do the angel messages before we go over to tarot. As soon as I came, Miracle and Sacred Source comes out. Archangel Metatron is here. Voice of God. Interesting. Destiny and Heart Song. People want what makes them feel safe, and I think that that's the major issue. Destiny and Heart Song. This is you being true to you. You being true to you. Miracle, let's read it. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. So you're protected, and you're also... Hold on. Okay. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher power. The forces of love are at work. All will turn out well. Really interesting. Like, a miracle is going to happen. Sacred Source, we, your angels, are here to remind you of your magnificence. You are literally an angel in the making, a being of eternal love and light, forever one with God, Goddess, and all creation. Spirit hasn't left your side. It's still got your back. Destiny is here. Destiny. Your destiny is to blossom, to shine, to transform to an ever greater light. This is part of your transformation process. Let the change happen. Heart Song. What is your heart saying? Stop and listen. Your truth lies within the empty spaces between your thoughts. You know, sometimes we fight so hard for things, we forget why we even started fighting. We forget that do they even matter to us? You know what I'm saying? It's like your truth shines through from within your soul. Your truth is that which is eternal and unchanging. Your truth is love. It's like, is anything that you're involved in right now really something that you care that much about? Really? Or is it just about the struggle, just about the fight, just about the debate, just about how intriguing it is? really think about it, because this is bringing you back to the shit that actually matters. Archangel Metatron is here. Metatron is the voice of God. I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and your mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Let's get the scoop with tarot. I'll see you in the extended. Link is below.